Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a bunch of new X Factor upgrades, including a huge one, making one of the best defensemen now available via X Factor. So we'll break that down. We also got some new stars of the month from the CHL teams, and we'll see if they have any value. Guys, if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe with notifications on and give the video a like if you did enjoy it. All right, let's get into the brand new content today. So guys, we'll kick things off with the prime times, and there will be less prime times as there's just not a lot of NHL games anymore with the cancellations and everything like that. I'm not sure what they'll do with prime times. They might just go back to what they did at the beginning of last year, and that was just give out random ones, essentially. But this one's got 86 MIRO HEISKANEN with Magician and Buzzing, so he can get up to 88 speed. Acceleration is 87, and Agility would go up a little bit with Buzzing activated. Does have Booming Shot as well. For anyone looking for a left-handed defenseman that won't break the bank early on, this would be a nice option for you. I think if you get Buzzing activated, he's fast enough. After, the first couple upgrades that you make, you probably want to move on, but again, defenseman in that early on game is kind of tough to find, so this isn't a bad value at all for the 86 MIRO HEISKANEN. Next, we've got the 87 KIRILL KAPRIZOV, and that just goes to show how long it's going to be until Kaprizov gets an upgrade, because he just got an 87 with the pausing of the NHL. It's probably going to be, a month or two maybe before he gets up to 92 overall. That's going to be quite some time, maybe even past that. So just a heads up on his X Factor. It's probably going to drop in price. And if it does drop to around 100K, I'd probably still pull the trigger because the 92 is so good. He's got Booming Shot on him, which does bring his body checking and agility up. Well-rounded isn't very good. Honestly, I think this is probably a pass from me. While I think Kaprizov cards, especially the X Factor, is very good. This one, without a speed synergy, just there's better left-handed options for sure, among other, mid 80 players. And lastly, we've got the 88 SHEA THEODORE that does come with Magician and Buzzing. 6'2", gets up to 88 speed, 87 acceleration, and a 92 agility with everything activated. His shot power, 91, is nice. Body checking at 86 is okay, but he is very big at 6'2". Does have good stick checking and defense awareness stats above 90. And the 1T superstar ability, which I'm not a huge fan of. Honestly, kind of a mid-range card. I know that this is almost exactly like the MIRO HEISKANEN, and that's only an 86 overall. So I'm not a huge fan of SHEA THEODORE cards unless he gets a big bump to his skating. It's just kind of slow. We'll take a look at what his X Factor now looks like, and I think it is, again, on the slower end, not really one I would still look to activate. So now he's got Booming Shot available to him. He does have Distributor, which would get him to 89 speed, and then Thief. The problem here is that he's 6'2", 89 speed, and he's already at 88, meaning his next upgrade, I believe, is going to cost another 65,000 coins or 2 power-up collectibles. And that's just expensive for the other left-handed defenseman. Like, I'd probably rather have Letang. It's very close, but just kind of my thoughts here. Fox as well, that would be, I believe, another one to watch out for, but he's right-handed, so I'm just trying to think of the lesser defensemen that aren't as popular X Factors. But there's probably better options for you among left-handed D-men, but if you had him untradeable, like from the start of the game, you might as well do the upgrade because, he does get Thief, which does help out with his defensive abilities quite a bit. We also got new international cards. We'll start with the 86 Teuvo Teravainen as Applesauce Protector and Gladiator. This is a sneaky decent card early on among left-handed wingers. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, and a high 80 shot. Hand stats all above 90, and defensive awareness if you get his synergies activated up to 90 overall. Like, I'd rather have this card than that new Kaprizov, so be on the lookout for him with tape to tape. I like that superstar ability. This could be a nice winger for you if you're looking for a mid-80s player. Moving on, we've got the 86 Duncan Keith, who comes with Distributor and Spark, as well as Gladiator. Low-key, a nice defenseman. Again, another mid-80s card where we're trying to find some value among defensemen. 90 speed is nice in that mid-early range to the game because, again, once you don't see many cards that get above 90 right now among defensemen. Acceleration at 88, which is okay. And then his shot isn't anything crazy, but it's not awful. His defensive awareness and stick checking are above 90, so it checks off a lot of boxes. This is a very good left-handed defenseman for anyone looking to upgrade from, like, base Quinn Hughes or Samuel Girard, anyone around that level of players. So be on the lookout for him. I think this is a nice mid-range defenseman. Then we've got the 87 TIMO MEIER from Switzerland, and I'm pretty sad about this one because that all but confirms he's not getting a master set, which is kind of disappointing because I thought he would be the Swiss master set player that pretty much locks up Roman Josi or maybe Nico Hischier. If it's Hischier, I'm going to be upset because Timo Meier is better than him. Anyways, bias aside, Distributor and Wingman, which is a nice combo, but at 6 foot, only 88 speed and 88 acceleration. Just a very ho-hum card. Can't play center. Nothing really thrilling here about this TIMO MEIER card. Needs a little bit more skating for him to be kind of exciting, but yeah, pass here on him. We've got the 88 Elias Pettersson with booming shot and buzzing, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, 96 agility, 90 shooting, all above 90 hand stats. Very good, well-rounded card. I will say this, I've never really liked Pettersson cards. I find that even him being 6'2", he just gets bumped off the puck so easily, so this is all going to be a preference thing. This does look like a fine left-handed winger if you can get him for, cheaper 88 overall value, but he's again, very, very fragile. I find that he just gets bumped off very, very easily. Then we've got the 88 Dougie Hamilton with Light the Lamp and Bombarded, as well as Gladiator, 88 speed, 89 acceleration, 6'6", 91 slap shot power. His hand stats are fine. Passing's up at 92. Body checking's 87. Defensive awareness and stick checking at 90, 91. This is one of the better non-master set defensemen that you can get for right-handed players right now in the game. So if you can't afford his X Factor, we'll talk about that in a second. Definitely try and acquire this card. It's going to be at a little bit of a discount because of his X Factor. This is a very, very good card, no doubt. And he has 88 agility, but I still wouldn't activate Elite Edges. But still a very good card. That size is just so hard to play against defensively. And then lastly, we've got the 90 Matthew Tkachuk from Team USA with buzzing and wingman as well as workhorse. 88 speed, 89 acceleration, is 6'2", which is nice. Shot is above 92. Hand stats are all good. It's just such a slow build for wingers. Like, if you can use Mark Stone, all the power to you. I don't really thrive well with wingers that can't get any time in space. However, if you are someone that really, really controls the puck well, then this could be a nice card for you. But I still think Matthew Tkachuk's one of the worst X Factors, and it's just a rough build for him. However, he's very good defensively, so I'll say that. We'll take a look at the Elias Pettersson upgrade now. Does have Distributor, gets well-rounded, which I'm not super thrilled with, so I'd rather have Thief for sure, or maybe Magician on this card. So 91 speed, 89 acceleration shot. Again, he's got a lot of competition for winger cards because he can't play center. This is not one that I'm super thrilled with. If you're a Pettersson fan, absolutely. I just don't think that the combination of this card, he isn't an exceptional skater. He doesn't shoot the puck extremely well. 90's great, but for an X Factor player, you're spending, a lot of coins and collectibles on. I want to see a little bit higher, and body checking's only 80 overall. He just plays very slender, so I'm not a huge fan of this Pettersson card. I think there's much better options. We need to discuss Dougie Hamilton, though, because he looks like he is going to be a problem to play against. I just picked him up in the auction house for about 100,000 coins. And honestly, with booming shot and distributor on this card, he's got 90 speed, 89 acceleration. Agility will go up from booming shot. So will his body checking. His defensively, he's got 90 defensive awareness, 91 stick checking. And he's 6'6". Like, this is now better than Seth Jones, probably better, in my opinion, than John Carlson as well. I just don't think he has exceptional abilities. That might be the only downfall of him. But at 6'6", this is what you want in a right-handed version of Victor Hedman. This could be a very good card, and you'll use him for quite some time. Once guys like this get above 6 or 90 speed, it's just such an advantage in your own zone. Extremely good card, and hey, an ex-Niagara Ice Dog, so he's probably going to make my lineup now. And then lastly, among X Factors, we've got the 90 Matthew Tkachuk, and same situation. He has 89 speed, 87 acceleration, and even if you add all that up, that's not awful by any stretch of the imagination, but the problem is that he started out he's a 90 overall now. So he's not even at 90 speed, and it's going to cost you 3 power-up collectibles at least for the next 3 upgrades. And who knows when we'll see those because of the NHL. And, there's just a lot of other left. Like, I'd rather have the KAPRIZOV X Factor because at least that is an exceptional skater. And, again, it's all going to depend on the player here, but I would not be investing coins in Matthew Tkachuk. It's not like he's awful, but it's just a rough build for a winger. Lastly, we'll take a look at some of the new stars of the month from the OHL. We've got Magician and buzzing on this guy, Kyle Jackson, 88 overall. 90 speed with that activated. He will have Magician as well, so his agility be 93. 99 shot power. Here's the thing, guys. He's 5'11" and 143 pounds. Like, I don't know if I've ever used someone that small in terms of weight. Like, you might just get absolutely crushed off the puck every time that you get breathed on, essentially. But that 99 shot power and 90 speed with buzzing is decent for some, free-to-play players or even guys that don't have God squads. This could be a useful one. That end game power is not bad at all. Then we've got the 88 Miguel Tourigny. Here's the issue. Like, great skating and shot, honestly, if he was a winger. He's a right defenseman, and at 5'8", that's just so difficult. Even with synergies activated, he does get 94 acceleration and 92 speed, and his body checking gets up to 89. It is going to be so hard to get the puck back with him in your defensive zone. However, I will say he's extremely fast. Like, if he's going for cheap, and he does have a decent shot as well. If he goes for the bare minimum of 88s, then this might be okay. But outside of that, like 30K, it's just going to be awfully tough. Like, I would never recommend someone this small in the defensive zone, because you're just going to try and bump people off the puck. You're going to get pulled out of position. You're going to have to play him with someone gigantic on the left-hand side. And then lastly, we've got the 88 Matthews Savoie with spark and wingman, as well as buzzing, 89 speed, 90 acceleration. Really good shot. He's going to play the wing, though. He's only 5'10". You could probably do better. I do like his shooting and deking for the 88 overall, but 5'10" with 79 body checking, like, same situation. I just think that there are better options for you with right-handed players. I mean, even the team of the week, Barzal, would be much better than this guy. So, while it's a cool card, just not really something I'm interested in. So, guys, that is going to do it for all the content today. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.